Look at him. Hold on. Ah, you got live audience? Hi guys, this is Benny. And this is Dhruv. And today we are going to review the trailer of Fate of Alakada. It's a 2020 Nigerian movie and it's already on Netflix. And if I look at the cast and crew for this on IMDb, the director is Kayode Kasum, the writers are Mimi Bartels, Ozioma Ogbaji, and let's see, and Yakubu Olawale. Also, the cast is Toyin Ibrahim, Broda Shaggi, Odunlade Adekola. Okay, so, and the short description about this says that faking her way through any situation, a social media influencer poses as an event planner and is tasked with throwing an extravagant star-studded bash. Okay, so I know. Let's check this out.
If they say make you plan party, they fit give you 30 million. Inside that 30 million, I swear, you don't go spend past 500,000.
You know me, who gang?
My name is Whitney. I'm the executive producer of Wedding Planner. No. I'm the executive director. No. And meet Car Sally, who happens to be.
No, go say Cass. I go say Cass.
Cass.
It's
This
Cass.
We've been doing this for a very long time.
In America, we'll go there.
Shut up. Kai.
Pay you and you no lie. But I go come know if you no cry. No fine girl where you no sign.
Cannabis shouldn't be a problem, right?
You don't look it, man. You don't look like someone that do cannabis.
Cannabis, not cannabis.
I swear on Cass, like make Cass die if I don't plan your event.
Shoot that up. So that's like a tip of the iceberg.
Okay, what did you think?
Lots of music, loud music. I mean, there's a lot of things going on, but I mean, didn't tell much about the storyline though.
Yeah,
Right? That's what I feel.
Yeah, I felt the same. I think it's a kind of a low budget movie and they are trying to tell a story through it. But I think the trailer, if I wouldn't have read the synopsis, I could have never been able to guess what the trailer was about, you know. All I got from the trailer was that there were party animals and they were doing some event planning. That's all I got from it. Right? I couldn't tell that they were social media influencers faking as event planners. But either way, I think it's for a low budget movie. I think it's a good effort. And I wonder how some people pull it off, right? So people who are faking it, where do they get that kind of confidence? I just think there's a different kind of wiring that those people have, because even I've seen that even in very established, business tech people, right? There is self-doubt. They always somehow feel maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I have like, they feel like, they almost have like an imposter syndrome, that they feel like maybe I'm not worth this. What have I done? Everybody has self-doubt. And then you see people like these who are like so confident, and then they pull it off. I just feel like they have a different kind of wiring, like they maybe different kind of upbringing, or maybe a different kind of, they have hustled so much they are street smart and that's what they've learned. Or if they have any doubts, then they basically just shove them, to the side, and are able to do this. I don't know how people do something like that, like faking event planning. Or maybe they thought that it's very easy to do it, and then they realize, oh, this is not any joke. And in terms of like a Hindi movie, this kind of reminds me of Band Baja Barat, but that was a completely different concept. It just reminded me of that because they were doing wedding planning, and that movie showed what goes into wedding planning, right? It's not an easy task at all. And same goes for all events. Like, that's not an easy task. It looks glamorous and fun, but it's so much coordination and management and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just, I wonder how, I would want to see if these characters have self-doubt, or what kind of characters are they, and what is their background.
Right. I mean, I feel that, it's kind of a rush. People get a kick out of probably doing drugs or, getting alcohol. But I think it's kind of an adrenaline rush where you are able to pull off something. And that's a kind of a high. Oh, wow, I was able to, pull off something like this. I think that's why people become con artists or something like that, because it's a challenge and they're able to do it. I mean, you as yourself could be lacking in confidence, but when you are playing the role of a confident person, maybe you get that confidence by yourself. I mean, that's role playing,
Right.
So,
Yeah, because human beings are complex, right? There are these different sides of you, and you just need to access the right side at the right side of you at the right time, and that's an art in itself. And because the same person is like a parent, and then again like a child, like that's how people are. They're a combination of, they're just complex creatures, and then these people are maybe able to channel that side of them to make money, to make profit. I don't know if they actually end up making money or not, or maybe it's just a social media dopamine rush, right? Like where people are not really having the actual experience, they're just doing it for pictures, or post on social media. So I don't know what their story is, and why they were celebrating that they succeed in their venture, because he was like, partying with them, so with these other girls. So I don't know like what the story is. I
right.
couldn't tell much about the story, but seems interesting.
Yeah. So, what I saw that, the focus of the trailer was more on showing the celebrities, the artists, like we have so many well-known people in our movie. So the movie would be fun, it's like a multi-starrer movie. So rather than showing the storyline, they're focused on how fun it is and how many popular artists are there in the movie. And that's kind of, this is the reason this movie is going to be popular, kind of.
Yeah, it could be. That's true. Like, it could be that in different countries there is a different format of trailer making, right? Like, we are used to seeing trailers where they give you a little bit of a story and there's a cliffhanger. And maybe, in certain aspects, in certain regions of Nigeria, or that's a different way of trailer making. Because I do see that the different movies that we have, the different trailers we have reviewed, they're more or less the same group of people. You see them getting repeated again and again, right? So I feel like it's a family of actors that people in Nigeria are well versed with. And maybe for Nigerian audiences to go see a movie, it's good enough to know that, hey, I really like this actor and I'm gonna go for this. And I really like in the US too, like if it is a Martin Scorsese movie, everybody's like, I don't care what the trailer looks like. If it's his movie, we're gonna watch it. You know, if it's a Steven Spielberg movie, I'm gonna trust it. So maybe it's a
Yeah.
different format of trailer making. And I also felt like the trailer was kind of short. So maybe that's what's needed, and they don't want to reveal more of the story. Maybe that's the case. And it's just that we are not used to seeing something like that. So
I know we have this in Bollywood, like we have the houseful movies, the sequels of that. It's all crazy stuff. But we know that even, I mean, whatever the movie, whatever the storyline, it's going to be fun. We know that just because it's these many people and we know that it's made by this person, so it's going to be fun. So
yeah,
I guess that's the same kind of thing.
it is. Maybe it's their version of a masala movie. I think that.
Yes, yes.
And what I did find very interesting in this is that usually when you have a pairing between a man and a woman, it's the same kind of pairing, and basically they're the same age, same kind of looks, and there's a love story. And it doesn't seem like that's the case in here. This is purely because the guy seems much younger, the lady's older, and they have a friendly equation. Not to say that there cannot be romance between the two, but it seems like they're pals, right? So I like that. It's refreshing that you have taken out the romance factor from it, and you're like focusing on the basic objective that they're con artists and they are partnering together to make something happen. So that is very refreshing to me, and I really liked that, because not everything has to have a love story. I mean, come on. I get very bored with love stories and everything unnecessarily, and I love that's not the case here.
Yeah, it seems that we're a good team. We are a good team. So it doesn't matter what the age is or nothing else matters. We just work well together, and that's why we are a team, and that's why we are together. I mean, in whatever the way they are together, but they are together. So
yeah, and I wonder if they're like relatives, or they are just friends, or they came together for business. What is their equation like? And is she like a mom to him, or is she just a friend? Like, that would be interesting to see, I think. And I think maybe the premise of their movie has a lot to do with their equation. So their equation will probably be explored in this movie, and that would be fun to see. That would be refreshing, I think.
yeah, and this is something I've seen in Nigerian movies. They're not so typical. As we see here, the age difference is there. Again, if you remember, we had that trailer review of Elevator Baby. Even there, it was a difference in the age. So they are not so typical and not so predictable that, okay, there's going to be a romantic angle. It's
Right.
like it could be anything that happens in real life. I like that.
Yeah, and because the romantic angle is, for at least in India, that's an easy win. Indians love the romantic angle. At least they did in the past. At least in the 90s, everything had romance, right? And after that, it changed a little bit. Even still, I didn't realize that, but I was showing Indian trailers to one of my friends, and he said that Indians love to romance a lot. And I'm like, huh? It's like, because everything I showed, it's like romance, romance, romance. So anything that is different for me specifically is like, I really appreciate it, because not everything is about romance. There are other problems. There is other stuff to life, and movies that explore that, I really appreciate that. And I like that they're keeping it more realistic in that sense, that a different dimension to it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So if you liked our video, please subscribe to our channel and actually go ahead and give us a like. Also, let us know how we're doing, or if there's anything else you want us to review. Until next time, Fir milenge.
Fir milenge.